Hello and welcome to Retro Americana. I'm your host, Jeremy Scott. Today we got Greg Bilby back on the show. We got him back. He's back with some humor-related items for us, and we'll get to that in the second half of the show. Up first, folks, we got a Lustre Cream Shampoo commercial from the 1960s. I didn't get a date like most of the time. I don't really know what year, but looking at it, seems to be the 1960s. This is one of those typical cheesy commercials that has the kind of the wah, 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 stupid ending, even though it doesn't have the wah, wah, wah at the end. It should. And it shows a shot of the mom in the shower. Calm down.
Oh, yeah!
Down. And it got me thinking when I saw that. I was like, you know, there's commercials now, and have been for a long time, of women in the shower, some sort of product, a shampoo, maybe a soap, whatever. And if you look at what is revealed in this commercial and compare it to what you would see now, let's just say there's a lot more shown, which I don't have any problem with. But, you know, I'm sure that the shot of the mom in the shower back then might have been pushing it a little bit. I don't know. It seemed like it would. Anyway, from the 60s, a Lustre Cream Shampoo commercial.
Oh, I can't go out tonight with your father with this hair. And my shampoo washes the body out.
Don't wash out body, Mom. Cream in body with Lustre Cream Shampoo.
Really?
Lustre creams in body. It has more body-building ingredients than any leading shampoo.
Creamy lather. Beautiful body.
New hairdresser, dear.
No, new Lustre Cream Shampoo. And a very wise daughter.
Okay, up next, folks, we got a Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio. This is very hard to say because I might end up stumbling. Let's see if I can say it again. Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio. And again, this is another one of those toys that I wish I had. You know, too cool. I mean, you know, like I said about Gung Ho Commando outfit. If I had this toy, I'd get a couple of cases of beer, round up some buddies, and we'd go off into the woods, and one of us would not return. And I'm telling you, the boy toys back then were just so cool. Like I've had several gun commercials, toy gun commercials, and they look so real, you know, not like what we have now with the plastic tips and all of that. I mean, certainly doesn't look anything like this, huh? Yeah! So, check it out. Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio from the 1950s. Yo!
Tracy to kids, Tracy to kids, come in kids, come in kids. It's here at last, the new Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio that keeps you in constant touch with your buddies. Easy to work, up antenna, switch on, press talk button, and you broadcast from room to room, and even house to house. No wires needed, yet voices travel back and forth. Radio on the open road from one bike to another, or when out hiking.
Dad, I found a bear's cave.
Be right down, son.
The powerful, fully transistorized Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio is a real electronic instrument.
Make sure all the fellows get their A-OK Dick Tracy wrist radio so they can keep in touch. Over and out. The one and only Dick Tracy wrist radio, wherever American toys are sold.
All right, up next we have an Alka-Seltzer commercial from, I'm gonna go with the 50s, maybe early 60s at the latest, but let's go ahead and say it, the 50s. Pretty cool commercial, very simple animation. They're not trying to overdo it, they're just trying to hold steady there. And when I look at this animation, I started thinking it kind of seemed similar to the new Red Bull commercials, you know, with the wings and the animation and the flying and the whatnot. And maybe the advertising agency that handles Red Bull's commercials, maybe they looked at this commercial and said, let's do something like that. That's really all I can say about it. Check it out.
Alka-Seltzer invents a new disease, the blahs. The blahs is kind of like the blues, only physical. It's when you're down in the dumps and you don't know a cold is working on you. It's when you're not feeling right, but you don't know what's wrong. It might be a headache on its way, a stomach ache on its way. Oh, the blahs. Who needs them? You know, we wouldn't have invented a disease unless we had something to take for it. Alka-Seltzer. If Alka-Seltzer can take care of real big upsets, think of what it can do for a simple case of the blahs.
All right, last up, folks, we have an American Motors commercial from 1967. Now, this old guy that's in this is supposed to be Noah. I mean, it's, you know, Noah in the Ark, it's pretty obvious. When I look at him, something about him he looks like the kind of guy that lives out in Briggs, built his own log cabin, goes into town once a month for dry goods, and grows his own weed. That's what I think of when I look at that old boy. So check this out, and we'll be right back.
You never know when you'll need a big wagon. And the 1967 American Motors builds big wagons. See them at your American Motors Rambler dealer now.
All right, folks, when we come back, Greg Bilby, we got some stuff. Yo.